Back right side, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Allen. Space to run past the 20. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 16. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, his throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. First down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Franks. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Frank's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Frank's now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, it's Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Franks. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's second and 10. The Franks looking to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
After one, it's 9-0. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working out of the gun, Franks. The quick slant caught. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Franks. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On play action, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They're all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously, for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Quickly as Allen, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 16, Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again, Frank's on 2nd and 10. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Steps away. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Operating from the gun, Franks. Right back to Pitts again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Setting up play action, Franks. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On second down, Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Franks. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll check this down to Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll try and throw for it. And that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deep.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. But I think the ball's out. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a run with Singletary. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Allen to throw it. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 60 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch. Alert! Go.
On play action, Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
It's just me and you. Hey, 52.
Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Going deep for Diggs. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. 77 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Franks. Would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. We're shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matt Milano in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. He completes it to Ridley. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now Allen. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Allen. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes.